Who will follow the great Ed Moses as world champion? Moses, who's won both previous world championships, but of course now no longer in action. Great expectation around the stadium. That is the lineup. 5 of the top 10 of all time are there, and Matete out in lane 6 will be the favourite, but Danny Harris and Chris Akabusi threaten to push him very hard indeed. Derek Atkins of the United States on the inside will be the World Student Games champion from Brooklyn in New York. Eric Cater, what a story this is. His first electronically timed run under 49 seconds. He's broken the Kenyan record here twice, only took up the event this summer. Soldier from Kenya, Cater, and he could be just about anything. Danny Harris, Olympic silver, world silver, thinness of his vest away from getting the gold medal in Rome 4 years ago. Will this be his year? But beaten twice by Matete in the last few weeks just before these World Championships, and no longer the favourite. Chris Akabusi, British record, 47.91 in the semi-final. European champion, Commonwealth champion, a reborn athlete with his switch to the 400-metre hurdles, and he's 32 now, but better than ever. Winthrop Graham from Jamaica, who's been in the world's top 5 for the last 2 or 3 seasons, the Goodwill Games winner of last year from St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. Personal best for him, or a season's best rather, in the semi-finals. Outside of him, the man who is now the second fastest all-time after his big win in Zurich, Samuel Matete, the 23-year-old from Zambia. That incredible time of 47.10 seconds. The man from Shingola in Zambia. Massively improved every year. And Kevin Young in lane 7, 4th in the Olympic Games, a sociology graduate from UCLA in Los Angeles. Long striding, very talented. And on the outside, Nicholas Vallenlind, European Championship bronze, but looks just a shade out of his depth in this white-hot company. There is Danny Harrison. Ed Moses looks on, wondering who will take over the mantle as world champion. The men's 400-metre hurdles final of the World Championships of 1991. Atkins, Cater, Harris, Akabusi, Graham, Matete, Young and Vallenlind. And Harris with the advantage, perhaps, of being able to see all his major rivals outside of him. And away they go. Danny Harris going very, very fast towards that first hurdle. He's made up some ground on Akabusi already. Matete too is really motoring out there in lane 6, and he's gone past Kevin Young already. They're really having to go for it here. Danny Harris is going well. Akabusi's keeping his place quite well, but Matete's gone storming off there in lane 6. He had to do that because he really couldn't see anybody else except Young. And Matete just about the leader at this stage. Danny Harris though is still going well. Winthrop Graham's in the picture as well. Vallenlind made a mistake at that one. Coming over this one, and Matete leads as they hit the straight here. Winthrop Graham is in second place. Harris and then Akabusi. Matete, who is so strong. Winthrop Graham in second. Akabusi making a run as well. Danny Harris is being run right out of this. Matete gets the gold. Graham gets the silver. Akabusi gets the bronze. Young is in 4th place, and Harris faded right out of it. Terrible disappointment for him. But Samuel Matete in 47.64 seconds is the gold medalist. Don't worry about that time. It may seem a little bit slow even for a World Championship final as Ed Moses looks on, but it's very, very gusty, and it's Matete's gold.
The favourite won, Samuel Matete, but wasn't he given a strong run by Winthrop Graham, who was certainly the surprise package of the race. He smashed his personal best despite the conditions. And Eric Cater of Kenya would have learnt a lot from the race. Well, Samuel Matete is a great new talent, and Britain's first medal of these championships too went to Chris Akabusi, and he must have been very, very close to his British record of 47.91. There is the champion, Samuel Matete, carrying the flag of Zambia.
17 wins out of 17 for him this year, Peter.
Yes, it's a great record. When he came through with perfect preparation, really, he actually came and won here on the track. He won the Japanese championships back in June, so he knew what he was up against. He felt the surface of the track. He's prepared carefully. He came through and he beat Danny Harris in the two big races leading up to the event. Perfect preparation, perfect execution. He's congratulated there by Kriss Akabusi.
And what a terrible, terrible disappointment for poor Danny Harris. 2 silver medals at Olympics and World Championships in the past, and this time, well, frankly, he was nowhere in the straight.
From triumph to disaster, back to triumph again. Samuel Matete has that great exhilaration of knowing that he's got the gold medal and he's doing everything the photographers ask of him. Quite what benefit it is to be on his knees, I'm not sure. Yeah?
Winthrop Graham, as Peter was saying, the revelation of the race. Not that anybody's doubted his world class, it's just that in that company he wasn't really fancied to shake up the bigger names, but he ran a stormer for the silver. Interesting, of course, Peter, the way these African nations are coming through. We saw Abde Bile win Somalia's first gold at the last World Championships. I think that's Zambia's first impression on the world scene, isn't it?
It certainly is. Of course, it's a combination of raw natural talent honed by technique garnered at American universities in most cases. Cater, of course, may well get a whole lot of offers, I suspect, from American universities with such a talent. Samuel Matete has the benefit of that already. Well, look out for this. It was a very fine start, I thought, by Danny Harris, but also by Winthrop Graham. Winthrop Graham always going very well in lane 5. Look at lane 3, Harris. Akabusi's outside him, but Samuel Matete, right from the gun in lane 6, was going off fast. There's not a lot to choose, I think. Look over the hurdle. Matete and Graham are almost level there, as they stayed throughout most of the race. Then we have to switch inside. Harris and Akabusi going together, but it was always those outside lanes, 6 Matete and 5 Graham. As they come round the bend, see Matete now for the first time has a clear advantage of Graham, something like a metre, and he's strong enough to hold that. Harris is beginning to fade here. I thought Kevin Young was going to put in a challenge in lane 7. That didn't really materialise. It's the green-vested strength here. Matete taking him through to the line. Winthrop Graham coming in second place. Kriss Akabusi finishing very fast indeed. Kevin Young in 4th. And poor old Danny Harris has to settle for 5th. That's a long way below his expectations.
Driving to the last hurdle, Samuel Matete, who is so strong in all of his races off that last hurdle. Looks comfortable too, doesn't he, in the all-green strip. Coming home to win. Winthrop Graham on his right, getting the silver medal. And there's the result confirmed. Samuel Matete, 47.64 seconds. Graham with a new national record for Jamaica in the silver medal position. And Akabusi, yet another British record of 47.86 in the bronze.